This is your one and only 𝐵𝑒𝑟𝑒81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another Valheim video. Today, I'm going to show you how to just completely shut down the Elders AI. Let's get to it. Before we jump into this video, I just got to give a massive shout out to a fellow content creator, Den of Dragons. He provided me with some information that's just going to streamline a bunch of things and help me get these guides out to you so much faster. So massive shout out and thank you to him for that. All right, now let's talk about the Elder. The Elder is your second boss. The Elder is the boss that you need to take down in order to get the swamp key so that you can get inside of the crypts to fight the third boss. Very little needs to go into the prep for fighting this guy. You're gonna need a bow. Whatever bow you can get a hold of. Obviously, the better bow you got, the better, because you're going to bring him down faster. Then you're going to need a pickaxe. At this stage, you probably still have the first pickaxe that you get. That's fine. It'll do the job. Then you're going to need some arrows. Whatever arrows you want to use. Some say fire arrows are good. Some say just use the flint arrows. To be honest, it doesn't really matter because we're going to break him and he's just going to stand there for the most part and let you shoot him anyway. So pick some arrows. To summon this guy, you are going to need 3 ancient seeds. Now, to get the ancient seeds, you need to kill the gray dwarf brutes. There's a couple of different ways you can go about killing them. You can hang around the dark forest and sometimes they'll spawn, but your best option is to find a gray dwarf spawner. This is what they look like. They're in the forest. Now, you can break the spawner and you'll get at least 1 seed, but I highly advise not breaking the spawner because if you do, you won't get another spawner there. They don't respawn. Now, you'll maybe find some others around the map in your dark forest, but you're much better off just farming that spawner. It should put out the brutes pretty frequently, and they have a chance to drop the seed. So you can just hang out and farm them. They're pretty easy to farm. Just use whatever method you like for farming. And the other good thing is while you're farming those, you're also going to level up your other skills, whatever you choose to fight them with, which is super handy in the long run because leveling your skills is going to make you stronger. So once you have your seeds and you have your arrows and you have your bow and your pickaxe, that's pretty much all the prep that you need. Then you need to find his altar. So in order to find that, just read these red tablets that you see everywhere. Anytime you see one, just read it. Eventually, while running around the dark forest, you will hit one of them in one of the, usually they spawn in the little stone structures. Eventually you'll hit one that will unlock his altar and show you where it's at. And this is what the altar looks like. So to fight this guy, it's super easy to do. I'm going to show you 2 methods to fight him. There's the legit way to fight him, which is where you just hide behind these pillars, you pop out, you shoot him, you hide behind the pillar. I've showed you this in a previous video, the video about metal. Check out my Valheim guides playlist if you haven't seen it. It's down in the description. Lots of good information there. Anyway, I've showed this before. You hide behind the pillar. When he summons the roots, you rotate to another pillar, the one furthest from him, and you just continue shooting at him. And I'll show you that in action here in a second. Now, the other thing you can do, and this is hilarious because this just completely breaks him. Now, when I first tried this, I thought I'll build up high, but he actually attacks high. What he does not do is attack low. So all you have to do is come here to the edge of his altar. So pick a spot like right here at the edge of his altar, and then you're just gonna dig straight down with your pickaxe. Now, what you want is right here at the edge. Don't dig a massive hole. You just want a little hole. So we're just going to dig down like this, and then we're going to dig down like this, and we're just going to dig back and forth here until we get a nice little hole. And you want to go relatively deep. You want to go deep enough that once we get down here, we can actually dig underneath the altar a little bit, because that is going to be your safety area just in case all heck breaks loose. All heck shouldn't break loose, but you never know. AIs do wonky things. So right here, we're almost low enough. I'm going to go 1 more just to be on the safe side. So we're going to go 1 more, and then we're going to go 1 more over here. And now what I'm going to do is just dig down and back here so that we can get back in here underneath the altar like so. Now you can have this little bit of a, you see how it ramps up just ever so slightly there. That should be fine. We should be fine here. If for some reason he stomps and he hits you with a direct hit, just dig down one more, but we should be all right. Now, if you cannot get out of here, all you have to do, place a station, grab a little bit of building if you can't jump out of here, throw one of those down, delete that, and then you have a little bit of a way to get back up out of here. Okay, and if you're worried that he's gonna stomp you, just knock this one down one more. If for some reason you're worried about him actually hitting you, but it's nice, you'll see why, to have a little bit of a ramp up here. It gives you like a better aim at him when he just shuts down. Okay, so now we're gonna come back up out of here, and I'm gonna show you both of these techniques. So we're gonna summon him, and we're gonna start off with the hiding behind the pillars. So he's gonna form somewhere around here. Okay, he's forming over there, so we want to stay over here so we can stay away from him. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to start shooting him. And actually, you know what? Let's use the fire arrows. It doesn't matter. Like if you'll see here, the fire arrows hit for 39. Now I have, what am I at here in skills wise? 45 in bows. So you can see the damage I do there, and then it burns him for 5.1. Now he spawned the roots, so now what we want to do is just run over here just to get away from them, and then dodge behind like that. And that's all you're gonna do. I mean, if you want to fight him legit, like that's the strategy to use to fight him. If for some reason you don't want to do that and you just think it's fun to break AI like I do, just fall down in your hole and then wait. He'll eventually work his way over here. And the thing is like most of the time, those roots will not form down in here. If they do, just shoot them with your bow. Be ready to fight them. It's probably a good idea to have some type of shield, but they don't take a whole lot of damage. Now, he doesn't know what to do now. He's pretty much broken, and he's gonna try to figure out how to get in the hole, but he can't get in the hole because he doesn't understand how to get in the hole. So we're just gonna shoot at him now. And at some point here, he should just stop moving. Yeah, there we go. So now he just doesn't know what to do. And we can swap arrows now to this arrow. And he's just, as long as we don't move now, he should not move. We're just gonna continue to shoot him. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he is gonna move. He's gonna raise some roots up out of the ground. Let's check behind us. Nope, yep, we're good. He's just gonna stand there and let us continuously shoot him. I'm gonna eat some food here. So if you wanna break him, this is how you can break him. If for some reason you're having problems with the other tactic, and I like to show these ways to just completely shut down the AI, because I know there's a lot of different people out there of different skill levels, and sometimes there's people with disabilities. They may be having a hard time, and stuff like this just makes it easier. See there, the root, we hit it for 36. It hit us once, did a little bit of damage, but we brought it down relatively quickly. Now, you can use a shield and whatever weapon you want and fight it if you want to do that, but they don't spawn in here very often, and you can see he doesn't spawn them quite as often. He just kind of stops doing things because he can't figure out what to do. So we're going to check behind us. Nothing there. We're fine. We can just continue to shoot him. And you'll also notice that if you get low enough, the roots can't hit you. You can see that root there trying to hit me, but it cannot. And we've almost got him down. Let's go back in here and just make sure that nothing spawns. All right, we're good. Let's hit him a few more times. And there we go. Super, super easy fight. Like I said, that's two ways you can bring him down. He's a really easy fight. He's pretty easy to shut down. Just keep an eye out for those roots. The smaller you can keep this hole, the better. It seems like they look for an area to spawn in. So I had my previous hole when I tested this just a tiny bit smaller, and during the whole fight, only one spawned in here. This time, a few more spawned in here than that, but you can see I was able to take them down with only 30 so damage, 35, 36. So if you have a good strong melee weapon, and you've been training melee, whatever melee weapon you want, you should be able to bring them down right as they spawn. So you have a little bit of time there as they're spawning before they go to attack, and you can just hit them and bring them down. Or if you're high end bows, as you saw there, I was able to just shoot them and bring them down relatively quickly. So they're not too much to worry about. As far as food goes, I highly recommend for this fight specifically, just because of the roots, to eat food that's going to give you high HP. Now, the food that I have here is higher end food. I have the carrot soup, I have the serpent stew, and the sausages. This is swamp level stuff. You're probably going to have something like the berry jam here, or the queen's jam carrot soup. At this point, you should have that because you should be at the Bronze Age at this point. And then maybe some meat, just some cooked meat. That should be fine. That should be enough HP that you don't have to worry too much. So yeah, just make sure you're good and fed, you have decent armor on, and that's pretty much it for this fight. It is a super simple fight. You got the two methods there. Hopefully you found them helpful. If you did, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I put out other Valheim videos. And I don't just cover Valheim, it just so happens it's the feature game on the channel right now. I cover all kinds of videos, so you never know when I'm going to be making guides for a game that you may be playing. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you'd like to join my 𝐿𝐼 𝐴 Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.